In recent years, we have seen a rise in Troy High replacing Athens with that school down the road, or TSDTR, an apparent reference to the fact that Troy High cannot even bring themselves to say our names because we are so vile.
Where did this all come from? What did we ever do to you? Why are we that school down the road? It was seeking the answer to this question that led us on one of the most challenging journeys ever, and it all began on a regular day in the Athens TV studio.
Are we still riding bikes today after school?
I don't know. I'm still kind of tired.
Oh
from
my
yesterday.
God.
What?
Look
What's
what
wrong?
Troy High posted again.
Of course. Why are we always a school down the road?
I don't know, probably because it's Troy High.
You know what's funny?
I would love for you to come over here and tell us what's funny.
Please come over here and tell us what's so funny. Have a seat.
I mean, what's so funny is that despite their test scores, we're not actually down the road.
No, Troy High, they wouldn't mess up something like that.
Their test scores are literally off the chart. I think they know basic geography.
You got your map on you?
Always.
Let's verify. All right, West Bloomfield.
Google Maps charts the best path from Troy High to Athens as traveled east on Long Lake before heading south on John R. But Long Lake is the road Troy High claims to run, so presumably it's the road we are down. John R. doesn't even factor into the equation, but if you don't take John R., you will never arrive at Athens. It's all very stressful.
If we're not the school down the road,
Then who is? I think we have to look into this.
I mean, their test scores are at stake.
This is not going to be easy. But I'm in.
If you're in, I'm in too.
The next day, our journey began. We scheduled our Uber Black bright and early, because for all we knew, this road could go on forever.
For those of you who don't know, Uber Black matches riders with top-rated drivers driving luxury vehicles for a higher price.
Before we could even get in the car, we hit our first of many roadblocks, both literal and figurative. This is supposed to be an Uber Black.
Ugh, some people. With that, we were off across town to Troy High.
It may not be that far away, but that didn't mean we just wanted to sit in silence.
Can we get the aux?
The what?
The aux cord.
Like for music?
Oh, thanks. Wow, here we are.
Home of the Colts.
Can't believe this is where it all started.
Guess we should get on our journey to find the school down the road.
But first, a word about the road in question. Long Lake, or as anyone outside of Troy might know it, 18 Mile.
Long Lake Road is an east-west thoroughfare established by the original United States Public Land Survey, which basically was made by our hero, Thomas Jefferson, as an orderly way to carve up the Northwest Territory after the American Revolution. The grid system of communities you see below when flying in an airplane is the direct result of this survey. It's crazy to think that the rivalries we live with today were determined by some imaginary lines drawn over 200 years ago.
As we approached the Long Lake John R. intersection, where Athens should be, if it were indeed down the road from Troy High, our suspicions were confirmed.
Okay, so we're coming up on John R., which means we should be coming up on Athens, but I just don't see it.
I'm not seeing anything.
It would have been easy to give up, but this was now bigger than us. Just who is Troy High's rival down the road? We had to keep going, no matter what forces, like stupid Uber drivers, might get in our way.
Hey, Uber driver, can we keep going down?
Down the road.
Down the road to what?
We're trying to find the school down the road.
school down the road.
What does that even mean, the
That's
school
the
down the
whole
road?
point
This
of
is
this.
the whole point.
Oh my God!
You go
what
down
kind of
the
Uber
road
Black
to
driver
find-
are you? The word "down" comes from the Old English "dune," meaning hill, which seems to be incorrect on the surface, but that hasn't stopped Troy High from using it yet. Frankly, all of this linguistic research was leaving our brains in need of a serious break. Thankfully.
A park. Wake up, wake up.
Oh, stop there!
Stop the car,
there!
stop the car. Hey, Julia. Hey, Lexi.
There's nothing like a visit to the park with a friend, fresh air, and slow motion swinging. It all adds up for some intense reflection.
Lexi, let's be real. What are we doing?
I guess we should keep going. And we should have. But first, there is a bridge over there.
Should we take some senior pics?
And so we did just that. And man, did they turn out great.
Man, it's so beautiful here. It almost makes you forget about that whole school down the road thing.
Not only did our park stop refresh our spirits, it made us super hungry, and as luck would have it, there was a perfect stop on the road for us to enjoy a nice contemplative lunch before continuing down the road, where we faced a challenge we never could have planned for, or even imagined.
Wait a minute. Does this road end? Oh my god, pull over, pull over. Are you serious? It ends. No, it doesn't. It keeps going. This road literally ends. No, the road turns into this road. It ends. 18-mile long lake. And it turns in. 18-mile turns into Utica. No, it literally ends right here. It's a whole different road. It's the same thing. It's a whole different road. It ends right here.
We went on like that for a while, but our healthy civil debate was worth it. Because if the road ended here, we would have never continued our journey.
We have to keep going. No, I'm done. I'm done. Where are you going? Home, Julia, home. Lexi, stop. What? The road doesn't end. It's the two roads becoming one. We have to keep going. I guess you're right. I really don't want to give up yet. We're not giving up. We're finding the school.
And right then, a sign.
There's a bus. It's a bus. Maybe they're heading down the street to the school down the road. We have to follow them. We have to.
That big yellow beauty rescued us in our darkest moment. For you cannot have a school bus without a school. And on this road, on our road, we had to keep going.
You know what to do, Oobs! Back down the road.
We thought our journey was over, but man, was it only beginning. And as we carried on, we found a lot on that road.
A creepy Uber driver.
Ten kierowe Ubero jest trochę dziwnie. Tak. Dlaczego bilna gestia?
Trains.
A train? Oobs, crank those beats!
I'm on the move, out into the great wide open. Look out, world, here I come. Hoist up my sails and ride.
Sadly, one of the things we didn't find was the one thing we were actually looking for.
Oobs, this is a park, not a school.
The end of the road.
We're at a lake. Where's the school? We told you take us to the school down the road.
One thing they never tell you in school is that sometimes roads end before journeys end. And our road ended here. What that meant for our journey, well, that remained to be seen.
God, where even are we? We need to find this school. There's nothing. There's nothing here. What does he think he's doing? He's getting a 1-star rating. We literally said we want to go to the school down the road. And he takes us here?
Here was Lake St. Clair, the literal end of the road, and not a school in sight.
Maybe the school's just down there. Lexi, don't you understand? This is it. This is the end. There's no school down the road. This is it. We did it all for nothing. Do you not remember everything? Julia, wait! I'm done. I can't do this. Wait, Julia. Maybe we did this all wrong. What do you mean, Lexi? Maybe we should have headed west like Lewis and Clark did. They never would have made this mistake. Oh my God, how could we have been so stupid? We gotta get back. The answer was west. We have to get back right now. The answer's always west.
We should have known that the answer to our puzzle always lay with our hero, Thomas Jefferson. Jefferson didn't send Lewis and Clark east. He sent them west where all of the answers are found.
To find that school down the road, we just needed to head back west.
I'm really glad we got that sorted out. I'm ready to go home now. You know what? Me too. Wait. Where's Oobs? Oh my God. I always knew he was shady. Did he really just ghost us?
It was disheartening to see that, after all we had been through, Oobs abandoned us at Lake St. Clair Metro Park. But our walk back to Athens gave us a lot of time to unpack all we had been through, the places we went, the people we met, and above all, the mystery we solved. The mystery of that school down the road. Because, you see, if we would have hung a left out of the Troy High parking lot and taken Long Lake just 6 miles west instead of all the way to freaking Lake St. Clair, we would have seen that there is a school down the road.
So to our friends at Troy High, thank you for your hospitality and for giving us the motivation to undertake this journey. We became better friends because of it.
It's true, Lexi. We did. We did become better friends.
In this spirit of goodwill, we humbly suggest that you direct your school down the road references at Bloomfield High School, which is actually down the road. You could call us that school across town or that school due east, south, east as the crow flies. You know, something catchy. And most importantly, something correct. After all, test scores are at stake.